Gaffer, your thoughts on that this evening?
Like, disappointed, frustrated, all the words you can sort of think of disappointment is that. I just thought we played well. Stats will show that we dominated possession, we had more shots on target, we had more corners, more balls into the box. We dominated the middle of the pitch. We were dominant in our defensive third. It will show all that, but at the end of the day we've lost 1-0 on a set piece, which is really disappointing after all the hard work we've put in for 90 minutes. You know, it's a bit of a blow, because we've played really well today and we've been the better team. We know football is football and the better team doesn't always win, but I've just thought we've been really sloppy in the final third at times, and you know, for the set piece it's just so bad. It's bad and frustrating, and you know, it's cost us a game.
Did you have flashbacks of the reverse fixture from earlier on in the season today?
A little bit, and we said, you know, before the game we had a plan, and you know, we were going to be dominant today. We were going to drag them around a little bit. We were going to make them run, and they had to do all of that first half, and we had ample opportunities first half, balls across the face of goal to just tap it in and be 1-0 up. Instead we make it look real difficult, and it's not that difficult in those scenarios. We you know, the lads have been playing football for, you know, 10 years. Those scenarios are simple ones, and if we're winning 1-0, I think we win the game. But when it's 0-0, you're always, you know, vulnerable to something, and we've been vulnerable to that today because individual hasn't picked his man up, and it's frustrating.
Does that just show the reasons why when you're ahead, when you're dominating, you've got to take your chances in this league?
Yeah, and the lads know that it's not you know, it's not rocket science. I think we've been on top for the whole of the first half, and we had 2 or 3 good chances to shoot or to be in the right position, and we wasn't. Second half again, you know, Pondy's had to make a couple of saves from distance, and you know, he's parried it out and we don't get there first, and because we're on our heels, and you know, it's just been one of those frustrating evenings where we said at half time, in terms of, you know, in the final third we weren't very good today. Our build-up play was good, our middle third play was good, our final third play was miles off it. It broke down time and time again. Individuals weren't really in the right place that we want them to be in, and yeah, it's just frustrating we didn't, you know, hurt them enough.
I know it's obviously the same for both teams, but how difficult do the conditions make it out there today?
Yeah, it was windy. Look, for me, it's not. It is what it is. I think the lads have played in worse conditions. If it was raining, it would have been even worse. But no, look, it was windy. But look, both teams have played. I thought we were the better one, but that doesn't always win your games, and we're just disappointed because we've put a lot of effort in today, and we were looking to go 3 wins on the trot, which would have been a first this season. And you know, we've sort of blew that chance.
Jalen Charles obviously come off the bench to make his debut today. How beneficial will he be to the squad going forward? Yeah. And is there any more incomings on the horizon?
Yeah, look, Jaden, he's come on today. Look, Jaden's got good quality, takes dead balls as well, which is something that we wanted to add. He's pacey, playing in numerous sort of positions down the left hand side as well, so obviously he'll be settling in with us over the next sort of week or two properly, and we can get some, you know, he's look as a top player. He's somebody that with him and Hoodie sort of over the last few years at step 3, for me they've been the best, and we've now got somebody that can play in front of Hoodie in that way, and if Hoodie isn't available, you know, we've now got a very good player to come in, and we're not really sort of to the bare bones because we don't have a big squad. You know, I was listening to someone's interview the other day talking about non-contracted players. You know, we've got loads of them. You know, we are where we are We never complain about it. It's just funny sometimes listening to other teams talk about injuries and stuff like that, and we are down to the bare bones at times, and we just roll our sleeves up and get on with it. And I think that's why we're so resilient in terms of our fortunes. Saturday we got Curzon, who are a fantastic team by the way, but there's no reason why we can't go and beat them, and we're down the bottom and they're at the top. But it's what we do. Our sort of camaraderie, our togetherness is really close. So nothing derails us. It's just been frustrating today. That numbers wise we've been sort of limited.
Obviously it's the first game without Danny Waldron. Obviously we moved to safe end. Is there an opportunity for someone to step up now in the squad, or is it time to look around in the market to see what we can find?
Look, we've had an opportunity to step up today. Has that been taken? That's the question. I think, look, we're working really hard, and I've said to the players in there, as much as I'm frustrated in some of their performances and the manner of the defeat, I'll take some. Look, we've worked hard to try and get a striker in this week, and it hasn't happened. It isn't just going to happen overnight. I was hoping we'd get away with it today. I think, look, I'm only saying what the obvious is. If Danny plays tonight, we've probably won the game. I know that, but Danny isn't here, and I know supporters will be frustrated that he's not here, and it's easy to just point that out. But we need to move on as well, and we'll bring in forward players to help. They'll be good. We've got one that should be coming in for the weekend, a familiar face, so that'll be a big boost for us as well. And then over the next sort of 7 to 14 days, wanna try and bring in a forward. Sometimes it's difficult, especially from the Premier League clubs, because some of these lads are waiting for potential league moves. So until the window shuts there, we're going to be sort of we can't really make a move on those sort of players. But what I don't want to do is just rush and go and bring players in that don't suit us. And I think if you look from the very start, the Stoke boys that come in were fantastic for us. Ronan Mayer was outstanding for us. These are good. The Blues boys have come in and been outstanding for us. So it's just making sure we get the right loans in that have the right sort of personalities that will sort of endear themselves into the group, but also want to fight for our cause and come onto our journey and accept that they're coming in and it's a fight, and it's not always going to be pretty in terms of results. Our football is good football. We play good football, and I think if we were playing like we're playing now, I think we'd have had a lot more points come start of the season. But it's a learning curve, and it was something that we've gradually adapted into and worked on. And like I say, we're easy on the eye. I think any fans going home today will look and say, Russia are a good team. I spoke to a few of the Hereford fans walking around, and they were like, really good. Like, didn't deserve to lose. So look, you can't. Look, the game is the game, and the result's the result. But there's positives, and I did say to the players, as much as I'm annoyed and disappointed and frustrated, there's a lot of positives from that. We're playing the team in the playoffs, and we've been the better team. If we're the better team on Saturday, there's a good chance we'll win. It's law of averages. We'll win it. If we're not a very good team on the day, then we get beat. It's a fact. It always happens. We've never played bad and won. So it's something that we need to now just sort of refocus and look for. Look, the lads will be off till Thursday, and when they come in Thursday, we go again and we prepare for Curzon and see if we can start another winning run.